Alright, we're going to start making parts for our 3D printed car. The 3D printed car was inspired by this picture that we saw in a magazine. Looks kind of fun, right? It's got a motor, belt and pulley. Maybe we could make it move around and stuff. Yours isn't going to look exactly like this, hopefully. But there are a couple parts that everyone kind of has the same, like the pulley, which we have these pulleys from Amazon, and let's go ahead and model those in Inventor. So we're going to make a new part. So just click on New Part, then we're going to make a 2D sketch. Click on any plane. Now what I'm going to do is make the groove of that pulley, and I'm just going to make half of it, because what we're going to use is the mirror tool to make the full profile, the full sketch profile. And then we're going to take that sketch and we're going to revolve it. So what I would do first, make sort of half of the groove where the belt goes in, so like right there. Then what I see is that it has a little lip, comes out, down, in, down, out, down, left, up. I want to make this line here a construction line, so click on construction. Okay, and now we're going to mirror it, so click on mirror, select the whole thing, select the mirror line, and say apply, and then done. And then now what you can see is sort of, hopefully you can see now like half of the, making like a heart, with half of the pulley. So imagine it being revolved about this axis. You'd get kind of a circular thing that looked kind of like the pulley. Okay, first thing I want to do is make these two arcs concentric, so they act as sort of like one arc instead of two. So I'm going to click concentric, make those two concentric, and then now we'll just add some dimensions. It's a 17mm diameter, or 0.67 inches, so we'll add that. So from there to there, it's 0.67. This is the radius we're dimensioning, so we'll divide by 2. It kind of like flipped in on itself, so you can kind of fix it by clicking and dragging. I just hit escape to exit the dimension tool. Okay, now you can add the width, which is 0.2 inches. Okay, that really messed it up. So I'm going to click Control Z, and I'm going to delete that dimension. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it needs to be a little bit closer to the actual thing. And then we can try that one again. Let's go ahead and you see how it's kind of like it doesn't know where it is, left or right of the origin, the center line. Let's just go ahead and tighten that up with a constraint. Click on the vertical constraint. Whoops, I already had something selected. Click on vertical with nothing selected. Then maybe pick this center line, the center point of the arcs, and make that just vertical of the origin. Now it'll center it about the origin. Okay. Now maybe let's try the width again. So click dimension, from there to there, 0.2, that's looking pretty good. Okay, this groove diameter, it doesn't know yet, so let's add that. It says it works for a 0.07 inch belt, so let's try making that 0.07. It doesn't know how deep this groove is. Maybe let's make the center point of the groove even with the top of the pulley. So we'll go ahead and pick horizontal, pick that center point, and maybe pick the edge there. What else do we need? Well, we're also given the whole diameter. It works for a 2mm shaft. So we'll dimension that from there to there. Is actually 1mm because it's the radius. So I know that if I take a number in millimeters divided by 25.4, then I get the dimension in inches, so I'll say 1 millimeter divided by 25.4. There's our 1 millimeter diameter hole. These other dimensions we have to measure. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of guess right now. So from there to there, make it 0.1. Maybe from there to there, make it 0.15. Okay, and then it's fully constrained. So we can click finish, and now we can do our revolve. Revolve needs 2 selections, the profile, which it automatically did because we only have 1 profile in this part, and then the axis. All of our axes are invisible right now, so we have to click on the plus sign next to origin and figure out which one it is. So it's the x-axis. We'll click that one, then say OK. And there is our pulley.